What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Attack on Titan, final season, part 2, final episode. Some quick things. When this video goes live, I'm going to have a community post up. We're going to take votes for a new anime, because once we flush out one anime, we always bring one in. Going to give you guys probably till Wednesday to give me suggestions, and then maybe around Wednesday or so, I'll put up a new poll voting on the suggestions, so then we can kind of get to moving on that. The only thing I ask for the suggestions that you guys leave is I want to keep it on the shorter side, because we have the long One Piece going on. We got almost 400 Berserk chapters to do. We're going to be sprinkling in Marvel series and things like that. So I don't want to take on like a Bleach level size anime with a 600, 700 episodes. So I would say try to keep it under 200, under 150 episodes for whatever suggestions that you guys leave. And you guys know how we do. We'll take the suggestions. I'll take the ones that get the most thumbs up or that are mentioned the most, put them all on a poll, have you guys vote on it. We've done it before. You guys know how that goes. But yeah, when this video is live, I'll have that up on the community. So either go to it right now, go to it after, come back, all those type of things. Jumping into here, we knew this was going to be the final episode. We just didn't know what came after, because clearly they're not going to wrap up the story in this 18 minutes of an episode if you take out the opening and the ending. So I saw a bunch of stuff flying on Twitter, but a lot of it came out on April 1st, so I don't know what is true, what is not. I've seen like if they're going to continue next year with like 4 1-hour long episodes, or it's just going to continue next year into a whole nother like 10, 12 part episodes, or there's no movie. I have no idea, because again, it came out on April 1st. A lot of wild shit was flying around on the internet like it always does on April Fool's, so like I don't know what was or what isn't, but I think it's going to pick up a year from now, which I'm fine with because the story wasn't going to end. I saw some people freaking out. They're like, Attack on Titan, no, they've been saying it's the final season for like 4 years now. Regardless, I'm fine with it. I'm here for all the Attack on Titan content, so just keep it pushing. But there is going to be a part 3 of the final season. I just don't know if it's going to be a movie format, like 4 1-hour length episodes, a whole new season. We'll see. Right here, we've been having the same thing that's been going on for a while. The crew is making it out there. They finally did leave the island at the end of last episode. So I guess the only thing left to do is to stop Eren, and I think it's safe to say now, the way they keep foreshadowing and keep asking the question and keep foreshadowing, I think we can connect enough dots that Mikasa is going to kill Eren. She's going to have to make that decision, and I guess maybe she'll think that's finally a decision that she made. It wasn't influenced by Eren or Armin or somebody telling her what to do. You know, she's always asking, okay, like, well, what do I do? I think she's finally going to make that decision for herself. I just think there's no way that doesn't happen. So that's about the only thing I do. I don't know like how they get through all that to Eren without being spotted by Eren. Where to even begin on his Titan. We'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and start it. She's thinking about Eren and what to do. She's gonna have to kill him. She is going to. Oh shit. What is this? I have a feeling she stopped. Like, Mikasa kind of asked the question there. You know, what Eren have I been seeing and when did it start and all that kind of stuff. I have a feeling. Oh, this is when they went over. Okay, I thought she was having dreams of something. She's like, what Eren have I been seeing and all that? I have a feeling she stopped seeing the true Eren the moment he kissed Historia's hand. That's when she was no longer seeing whatever Eren truly was. Dawn of Humanity. Oh, is this going to be a complete flashback episode when they go over for the first time? I guess it is. Alright. I hope we do catch back up, though, with the group, like, present time for the story. And even if there is such a thing as present time anymore. That looks like Gabby. I don't know if they're doing that on purpose, but Sasha looks like Gabby. She's gonna freak out. She's drooling and shit. Don't do anything violent. This is creeping me out. We don't even know he might have a fear of clowns. They're like the, it's like when, Gabby and Falco had the festival in their town for the first time, and they were freaking out, didn't know what to eat or what to do. And what's wild is, like, now that we know, he's going, there's so much on his mental right now, because he's knowing what's, what needs to be done and what's going to happen and all that. There's a lot of stress on his mental. He hasn't seen the whole picture either. The same thing he did to his father, he did to himself. Why was Sasha shoving alcohol down that kid's throat? Good God. Wait, are we getting actual Eren sighting? Like, current Eren for the first time in, what, 5, 6 something episodes? It looked like we were going through a cloud of steam there, so maybe we are going to him. Is he in there? What's happened to Zeke? Somebody please give me Zeke's current whereabouts and situation. Wow, Floch really was sitting there, riding and dying with the plans that they're going down. Wow. And then, wow. Floch really was like 1A, 1B. I mean, I know he said it, but it's just wild to see it. How did he know Floch would keep that a secret? Actually wild. And told HISTORIA, wow. And they all didn't say shit. Damn, that's actually wild that they were able to keep that to themselves. Yeah. So that was a lie he told about the whole, you know, they have to protect, they feel indebted to, they're controlled. But what's wild is, even though that's true, the fact that she snapped on... Oh, Jesus. Yikes. Even though that's true, like none of that was true about are we good? We're not good. We're not mentally good. We're not. Even though that's not true with everything that he said about you know, Ackerman and Mikasa wants them to live a long, happy life. Ackerman, you know, protecting, there's nothing she could do about it. It's just in, you know, her mind and all that shit. She's like programmed to do, you're a slave, and I hate people that are slaves. When she flipped on Armin, it almost made you believe, like, holy shit, she didn't even know what she was doing right there, and that's one of her other best friends. Holy shit. I love that sound effect, by the way. Oh shit, they're swimming! Fuck! I've been trying to theory craft that for years on how are they going to get across the water, because even though they're big, like they're not ocean big. Like they can't just walk and not drown, but they're just swimming. But I guess they just stay underwater the whole time. I guess they don't drown. I don't know. Can Titans be drowned? I don't know why I never thought that, okay, maybe I guess they'll just swim. Holy shit. And they were bigger than those ships. They looked so small Oh my god, they're just dying from the steam. Those ships, the Colossal Titans looked so small when they were sitting there swimming by themselves, but when they came up underneath the ship, oh my god, they were like 3 times the size of the ships. And even if they get all chopped up and shit, it looks like they're regenning. Is that correct? They're gonna abandon post. No one's gonna stand there and frontline that shit. Yeah, I'm out. What are you gonna do? There's nothing. I'm abandoning that shit. Yeah. What? Can't blame them. What the hell am I gonna do? Shit. And then Eren's behind. I'm guessing Eren went across the water. Oh. Oh shit. We never saw that shot of him before. Holy fuck. I want to better look at his Titan. I want to see them go through. Oh wow, we didn't even have an opening or ending. Wow. Oh. Conclusion arc will air in 2023. Tell me why they put. Why is Levi here? That really disappoints me. I'm just not a Levi fan. Why is he geared up like he's going to do something? I thought he was going to be just out of commission for a while. It's still only been like a day. Days. Like 1 or 2, not that many days. I don't know how he's even on foot, let alone able to wield. But that's actually wild. I want to go back and look at some of those shots of Eren there. It was, not the zoomed up shot, but it was the backed up one a little bit. That one right there. Holy shit. It's actually wild how big he is, considering like that looks like the majority of his body there, but then I don't know what that sprouted out shit is. That's insane. I do want to see, because yes, we know the rumblings happening and we see it, but we still haven't seen like the devastation of it. Yeah, they took out some ships and smacked around a couple mounted cannons. But I want to actually see them go through like a populated city and just witness the destruction, because we've seen what like when Berthold just came through for the first time. We've seen that destruction, or Reiner running through. I want to see them go through like an actual heavy populated city. Like I want to see them get to Marley, at least. And then that's what I'm interested in here. So like, you know how Armin was like down? He was for it when he thought the rumbling was just going to take out the Allied forces in just Marley. Are they still going to let that part happen and then try to stop Eren? Or are they just going to stop it completely? They're not even going to like, they're not going to try to even let Marley, like any of it start. Like if we save Marley, we save Marley. I'm curious kind of like when do they jump in? And we don't even know how far behind they are right now. They showed us that they, caught up at the footprints, but they're still a while behind. I cannot believe they were swimming. I've been trying to think about that for years. Like, okay, how does he get them across? Because they're so mindless and they're being controlled that like even Zeke in his control, he could say like attack, stop, don't, go, don't go. I don't know. It never crossed my mind that like you could make them swim, because then it makes me think you could essentially do anything. Like I could have them stand on top of each other 1,000 colossal titans tall, or I could have them like push and grab and pick up, and I don't know. Now the possibilities just seem endless with that. Solid episode. Most of it was flashback, but we did get to see Eren and kind of his mental going through it with the decisions leading up to this point, because now we as a viewer know that he's not seen all of this, just like Zeke said when they had him in the coordinate. He's seen the highlights, the way I kind of see, he's seen the highlights of the story, but he doesn't see the details that go along with it. He just sees like the major plot points, but he doesn't see what it took to get to those plot points. So when we flash back, we get to see him kind of knowing the major plot points, but trying to put the pieces in place to get to that, and seeing him have the conversation. Yeah, Floch said it, but you never really thought about like, oh yeah, he's just, sitting to the side with Floch, telling like he really did sit to the side with Floch. So now I'm curious, did he always know Floch was gonna do that for him, so then he went back and told him, or did he just tell Floch that? You know, it's hard to kind of decide. Did he just pick Floch because, all right, I'm picking Floch, or did in his memories he saw that Floch was right or dying for him, so he did it? It's kind of hard. And then he told HISTORIA there as well, and you figure Connie, John, and Hanji, Armin, they're not going to say anything different than what HISTORIA was trying to say there. You know, like, we can't just kill these people. Some of them are innocent and had nothing to do. That was Hanji and everybody's whole, you know, appeal. You know, genocide is wrong. We can't. You know, that's not right. That's what HISTORIA was saying. So you guys catching up to him and telling him isn't going to change that. And that's what Annie and others have been saying. Like, if he doesn't, are you prepared to do what will have to be done to stop him? Because if you can't talk down to it, which it looks like he's already been down that road with HISTORIA, are you prepared to do what you will have to do if you want to stop him? Which is going to be Mikasa killing him 100%. And I think either right before that process or during the killing him process, she's going to confess, you know, her love for him. And, you know, it's a little like cheesy and cliche, but, you know, we kind of get it, and we've seen it building up there. And I guess that'll be her finally breaking free from her cage and, you know, making a decision for herself. Regardless, though, I hope Eren goes out with a fight. I hope he goes out swinging. I hope Zeke might do something here. My favorite character, but I don't know. We haven't seen him in a handful of episodes. I don't even know where he's got to be somewhere on this body, correct? Because he's got to be in contact with him. So what they're going to have to do, I guess, originally is separate the contact from them so that he's not able to control these Colossals. But then you still got all these Colossals are still active. It's not like some Game of Thrones, spoilers, Game of Thrones, Night King hive mind thing where if they just disconnect Eren or kill Zeke that all the Colossals are just going to fall dead. They're still going to be out there roaming and moving. So I guess they got to disconnect first, then try to deal with it. We'll see. They put fucking Levi out there with a blade in his hand. Were Annie and Reiner standing in that group there at the end? Let's see. Yeah, they do. Okay, so we got Armin up in front. Jean, Hanji, Connie, Levi, Mikasa, Annie, Reiner, Falco, Gabby. Who's that in the back? Peak. Alright, Peak's in the back. So I guess that ends up being the final part. They said the conclusion was going to be there in 2023. I mean, we knew that there was going to be something after this, so I'm not too disappointed. I mean, it sucks that we're not going to have Attack on Titan for another year or so, but we knew that there was going to be something else coming out, and it wasn't going to be right after, so I don't know why people would be pretty disappointed with what they're deciding to do. But I guess that, again, unfortunately, is it for Attack on Titan. I'm glad to at least know that there's going to be continuation, and we'll just see how the story wraps up. I don't know, like, again, I kind of feel like Eren, like, I might know the big plot points here. I don't think, so if I had to guess, I don't think Eren rumbles the entire world. I don't think he does, number one. And number two, I think, unfortunately, how his story is going to end is Mikasa is going to kill him. And then I also think that Titans and the power of the Nine and being able to turn into and all that, I don't think that'll be a thing anymore once this story is over. So those are the three things I think will happen, or that I kind of know. It's almost been like pushed to that. There's going to be no more Titans. Mikasa's going to kill him, and he's not going to trample the entire world. I just don't know the details in between and how that happens. So I feel like I know the plot points, but I want to see how the story is written to get us to those plot points. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully we get some decent action here. Because we're not really going to get any more crazy Titan v Titan fights. Because all the Titans are going after just one. And he's in this massive form. That's not going to be much fighting. But I'd love to see them try to get through just... I want to see them struggle. And maybe half of these characters here in this shot right here, maybe half of them die. if half of them die and we see them just trying to go through waves and waves of colossal titans and they're just getting exhausted and it feels like it's never ending and how do we get through this and they've lost half the group there and then it's like, all right, okay, I like it. So we'll see. That's it for Attack on Titan. I appreciate everyone being along for the ride. Again, we've got a poll or suggestion poll up for new animes. One Piece, Berserk, all that will continue. And feel free, any engagement you guys can give me in the comment or the likes is always appreciated. And we'll go ahead and end it there for Attack on Titan. Part 4, Part 3, Season 5. You get it. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,